Yo, welcome to another weekly breakdown. This is week 1 of February. So, off rip, fundamentals are going to play a huge role in the trades that we take this week. With all the tariffs and everything that Trump has been doing, the markets are going to be very, very crazy. So I'm going to break down my charts in a way where it's going to be more intraday setups I'm going to be looking at, not so much as swing trading. It will be some swing trades I'm going to be looking at, but more so it's going to be for me to get in and out of the market within a few days or a day, because markets are going to be very unpredictable. And in a market like this, you have to trade what the market gives you. You have to have your options open, because you might have a bias in the sentiment set up one way, and something might happen and it might flip. So trade what the market gives you. Trade what you see. So we're going to start off with AUD CAD, and this is a pair that is going to be affected by fundamentals, because CAD, Canadian dollar, we're about to start a trade war with them. So this is going to be a pair that will be affected, and it was already affected pretty much on Friday. So as you can see, this is the weekly, and we dropped bearish, and we were at a great zone to retest, and it looks like we could still retest this area. But I believe the CAD, based on fundamentals, the CAD has lost strength, and I believe this pair is about to turn bullish. So we're going to have two scenarios to look at. So we can have the scenario where this continue bullish, break above this level, come back to retest it, catch it and go long. Or maybe, it gains some strength and we break below this level, retest, and we go short. So maybe that can happen. So it's really one of those scenarios where you have to just trade what you see, trade what it gives you. Do not force anything, and just be very, very, very patient. So let's go to NZDUSD. And this is going to be basically the same setup in a sense. So we're going to go to the weekly. All right. Dang, computer moving crazy slow today. So weekly is basically the same thing. Weekly, we are looking very bearish. Broke below these lows here. Looks like we were coming back to do a nice retest. And also one thing that you have to pay attention to was this retest was real. This crazy bullish candle was real on the retest. So when you have such momentum driving into your zone, your retest zone, there's a possibility it's going to break that zone anyway. So once again, CAD is experiencing some weakness, and I do expect it to continue weak throughout the whole week, probably the whole month, probably for a while. And same scenario, what we can search for is a break above this level, a retest, and then continue long. But if it gains some strength, break below this level, retest, and continue short. Just got to be patient and trade what you see. Wait for the setups to present itself to you, and do not force trades. Do not sit on a sentiment. Do not like right now you're like, hey, it's bullish and I'm going to wait for a break and retest to go long. Do not sit on that sentiment, because it could change, and it most likely will change. So you have to be mad patient. So we're going to go to GJ. We're going to go to the weekly. So GJ has been ranging a bit, quite a bit, but I think it's probably getting becoming close to the point where it wants to break out of the range. So if I was to catch this trade and catch it outside of the range, what I would do is dang computer, you're tripping. What I would do is right now a quick scalp or intraday trade. It's already at this level, breaking retest of this level, and you can ride it long. But a better thing to do is to wait for it to break below this range, retest the range, and then go short. But when it break below this range, because it's been ranging in this area for so long, it needs a nice clean break with momentum, and it probably needs to trade low for a while and then come back to retest. So that's on GJ. You just have to wait. You can either wait and hit the home run trade and wait for it to completely break out of this zone here and go short, or you can just continue to catch some intraday trades or some scalps on GJ. It's been really giving you those opportunities in this zone. Like, there are a lot of opportunities you could have caught all up in here. So just trade what you see, be patient, and trade what you see. And Euro JPY is literally the same thing. I'm not even going to go to the weekly, I'm just going to go straight to the daily. It's literally the same thing. It's been in this pretty nasty zone, so definitely looks like it could be ready to break below this zone here. But even once it breaks below this zone in the daily, it's still in a bigger zone for the weekly. So what you can expect to happen, I would like to see it break below this daily zone, retest it, and then it's probably going to get to this weekly bottom of the weekly zone, and it's probably going to play around. And maybe next week or the week after, we can see it break below, retesting, and continue short. But just got to be patient. Got to be real patient. Got to be real patient. So USD SEC, as you can know, this is my favorite pair, and I believe that the dollar is going to be very bullish coming in. And if you can see, there's a lot of bearish divergence happening. So that could be a bit concerning, but that drop could have played out right here. So that could have been that bearish drop that was being predicted to happen. But I think with all the tariffs and everything, I believe that, I'm going to go to the weekly. I believe the USD is about to be very bullish. I think the USD is going to be very bullish, and we're at these highs, and these are like nearly all-time highs. These are highs that we've been trying to break out of since, what is this, 2022. So these are highs we've been trying to break out of since 2022. That's pretty crazy, and I think we're going to break it. I think the USD is going to become mad bullish, and I think we're going to break these highs. And mainly because the USD is about to become bullish because our economy is probably going to tank a little bit. So when your economy does trash, investors want to have more money in cash, and that's how the USD is going to gain some strength. So USD, we're going to look for some bullish sentiment here. So NZDJPY. NZDJPY is another pair that was kind of stuck in a weekly range. So I'm just going to look for some intraday setups on this pair. So this is a daily range that's within the weekly. So I'm looking for it to either to catch a nice little intraday setup here, or a nice little quick scalp, and it's kind of already at this zone right here. Like, we had a drop, then we had a retest of the EMA of this level going straight across, and then a drop below. We're kind of retesting this level here, but by the time the markets open up today, this level most likely will be invalid. And so from there, I will probably look for it to break below this daily level, retest it, and then continue short. Or it's going to play around in the zone. So that's NZDJPY. So we're going to go to USD CHF. This is another USD pair that I think is going to be pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. I just think it's going to continue its bullish run, and we're at This is a daily level here. It was looking good to break below, retest, and continue short. But I really, this is the thing when it comes to fundamentals. When you have a president who can change things in an instant by a press conference, by a random tweet, where I say, like, you can't stick to your sentiment. Like, you can't stick to, okay, this pair is reversing. This pair is, we're not going to be looking for sells. We're going to look for a sell off from here and break below this level, retest, and go short. And you just stick to that sentiment, and that's all you look for are shorts, and then you just keep getting clapped. This is a market where you're going to have to really let the market and let technicals and fundamentals tell you what's happening. Like, you can't just stick to, okay, when I broke down this chart in the beginning of the week, this pair was bullish, so all week I'm going to be looking for longs. You can't do that, because one press conference, one drop of news and fundamentals can come out and can just wreck everything. And if you're just stuck on going long on this pair and everything just switched, and now this pair is bearish, you're just going to get clapped, all week. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to really be patient. That's something I have not been doing last month. I was not being patient, and just gotta be patient, man. Just be patient. Like, I expected to break above this level, may come down, do a small retest, but I definitely expected to push up and then retest. And honestly, when the market's open today, this thing might just shoot and take off. Like, with the tariffs, I think things might just shoot and take off. Now, if we have some retaliatory tariffs coming from, like, China or so, then it might tank. It might tank. But I still think it'll still shoot off. So I think USD is going to be strong. I think USD is going to be mad strong. And then we have Euro USD, and same sentiment, because I'm predicting USD to be strong. I'm predicting this to be weak, and also Trump is trying to get into some trade wars with Europe as well. So this could just be this pair could drop all the way to these lows, to be honest with you. So, and wouldn't that be a nice beauty to catch? So I'm looking for shorts on EU. Let's go to the daily. So if we're basing things off the daily, I have two scenarios set up where, based on the daily, we can come back in here, retest this level here, and then go short. But price has been moving so crazy that these retests might be quick. Like, these retests might be quick. Like, look at this. Like, this thing look ugly. Like, this just shows so much indecision in the market. It's like, boom, nah, tank, nah, boom, nah, tank. Like, that's crazy. So what could possibly happen is we might opening, when markets open, probably tank some more, and then come and retest this level here, and then continue to tank. So that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, markets might be a bit crazy coming up. But all right, so GBPNZD. So it's definitely I'm looking at this as a bullish market. So it did catch a retest of this level here, and then it kind of shot out this level. So it could come back down to retest this level, but it might not. So that's why I would look for it to just do whatever it do. It might drop down into this area here, but might not come all the way down to our level or area of interest. So then I'll prefer to see it just break above and then come and retest here and then shoot back up. But then if you look to the left, we have all of this, and you have a double top, and we have a neck right here. So whenever you see that, you can expect to see some traction right here. So there's going to be a trade where you just have to be patient and just trade what you see, or just, might look for a quick scalp or a quick intraday trade where you're not trying to catch the home run to, to the moon here, because you're going to run into some heavy traffic right here. Some heavy traffic. All right, so GU. So I am in this trade, and it has not been wonderful because because I'm telling you, fundamentals have been pretty crazy. So I'm in this trade. I'm up, was it like $3.21, and I'll go on the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly it looks clean. But you're probably like look, broke below these lows, retesting the area, but look at this crazy bullish candle right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really scary to see. So, but I am really betting on the USD being bullish, and I was betting on that last week as well, and that's what really made me want to hop into this trade. So then if I drop down to the daily, that's kind of what it's looking like. And I do have like this little level that's kind of hidden here, but that's for me. To know that we do have this something that can cause an issue, but could actually bring more reassurance if we drop, retest, and then continue. So that would be great. And it's the same exact thing on NZDUSD. The exact same thing. Well, actually no, because I really, like, we go to the weekly on this pair. I was really banking on this pair because, as you can see on the weekly, it's heavily bearish. I was really banking on it coming back into this level before we were able to see it go short, and it just might still do that. It might still do that. It really might still do that. And I was telling myself last week, I was like, looks like we have somewhat of a head and shoulders forming down here. And it's going to break above the neckline, come back and retest it, and then head up to the area of interest, based off the weekly. And that's what I was telling myself to look for. And it's one of those things where it's like you can't be stuck with one sentiment. Because that USD pressure came in crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this pair did stop me out, and I had to re-enter. Because what I saw happening was, it broke above the level, and when it came to retest, it actually broke below, and then it was starting to trend below the EMAs, and it was just giving me such bearish momentum, and then, I entered the trade. My first trade I think I entered on here was like, I don't know, it was up here based on, I think, like the 4 hour or so, and then this candle, that candle came out of nowhere, and as quickly as it went up, it was as quickly as it came back down. Yeah, fundamentals last week were crazy. So I am in this trade. I'm not too confident about this trade. I am confident in that the USD is going to be bullish, but I don't know. So It's a small risk. What is it? $8 risk. So what will bring me more confidence in this trade is if it breaks below this level here, which is all of this. You know, actually coming all the way, like all of this, break below, retest, and then continue down. That will make me more comfortable. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But yeah, that's my weekly breakdown for the first week of February. Make sure you guys just pay attention to the news. Pay attention to the news. If you do not know fundamentals, this is the perfect time to learn it and try to apply it into your trading plan, because you're going to see a lot of setups based on technicals that are just going to get blown out of proportion, and you're going to be like, what happened? Or you're going to be looking at your whatever app you use, whatever platform you use to see what news is coming out, and you're going to see price moving crazily, and you're going to be like, okay, news haven't even dropped yet. What's going on? It's because we have a president who creates their own rules and do what they want on their own timing, and that's causing a lot of indecisiveness in the market. So we're going to see, we're probably, if we're either going to have, based on what the USD is, either going to be crazy bullish or crazy bearish, or it's going to be very, very indecisive. You know, I don't think it's going to be just simple, just clean price action. So make sure you guys just stay patient, and good luck this week.